Students of 10th standard, dear students, this is lesson number 3 in prose. Note the gift of the Maji. The gift of the Maji. By O. Henry. Note on the author. O. Henry was the pen name, or it is called pseudonym, a different name given, pen name taken of William Sidney Porter. He was born on September 11, 1862 in Greensboro, North Carolina, and he became famous for his short stories. He has written short stories. He started with The Rolling Stone, a humorous weekly in 1887, and he was writing for Huffington Post. He wrote a story each week for New York World. Each week he used to write a story and he used to give for printing. He has penned more than 600 stories. More than 600 stories he has written. The first collection of his stories appeared in 1904. The first collection of his stories came in 1904, Cabbages and Kings, which was immediately popular. This Cabbages and Kings, it became very popular. Other collections followed. After that, other collections followed, including The 4 Million in 1906, The Trimmed Lamp in 1907. The story is about a couple named Jim and Della. There lived a couple called Jim and Della. They are so poor that they live in a furnished flat at $8 per week. Every week they have to pay a rent, and a very live in a furnished flat. O. Henry tells us that this couple is far from poor where the love for each other is concerned. If love is concerned, question of poverty never arises. They are far from poverty because they love each other. Their love is concerned here. As the story unfolds, we are told that Della has squirreled away pennies 1 and 2 at a time by haggling with the grocer, the butcher, and a vegetable man. Every time she used to collect money, pennies after pennies. After making bargain with the grocer, the butcher, and the vegetable man, every time she used to save money and she used to collect. When she counted the money that she had put together the day before Christmas, and she collected this money for Christmas purpose, and a day before Christmas she used to count. She was disappointed to discover that it amounted to only $1.87. After counting this amount, she came to know that she had collected $1.87. Not more than that. She was afraid that she would not be able to buy a Christmas present for Jim. Why she used to collect this? She wanted to purchase a Christmas present for her husband, that is Jim. She had spent a lot of time and effort dreaming of a gift for him. She had spent a lot of time dreaming for a gift for her husband. Something fine and rare, something worthy of being owned by him. She wanted to purchase such a gift, that the gift should be fine, it should be a rare one, and it must be worthy of being owned by him. He must feel proud that his wife has given such a precious gift for him. Not the one to give up, she came up with a fine idea for a present for Jim. She sold her hair to Sofrine for $20. She wanted more money to purchase a precious gift, and for this purpose she sold her hair. Very big, very long hair she had, which used to fall like a cascade. For the next 2 hours she visited several stores. After selling her hair, long hair, for $20, she started to find the provisional stores. Finally she came upon a platinum fob chain. Finally she found one fob chain in one store, simple but very elegant in appearance. It is a very simple but very elegant one in looking. Something which complemented the character and value of Jim as well. It was the biggest compliment what she has purchased. Della told herself that Jim no longer needed to chuck time on the sly on account of the old leather strap he had on his gold watch. What happened? Jim had a gold watch which was carried in his family from his grandfather to father, father to him, and it had a leather belt. Always he used to tie with this golden watch with leather belt, and for that purpose he has purchased this fob chain. The watch belonged to his father, and before that to his grandfather. First it belonged to his father, then before that to his grandfather, and Jim cherished it. Jim liked that watch very much. Likewise, Jim, who loved Della and admired her beautiful long tresses, Jim also loved her long hair, tresses. He wanted long tresses, had wanted to give her a set of ornamental combs to adorn her hair. To comb her hair, he wanted to present her ornamental combs. He sold his only valued possession. What happened here? Jim sold his watch to purchase ornamental combs. Here, Della has sold her hair and has purchased a fob chain to put on the golden watch. What she thinks that her husband should remove that leather one and he should put the fob chain. It was very precious. On the contrary, her husband desired to purchase, he liked her long hair, tresses, so he wanted to purchase ornamental combs, ovary combs, so that she can comb her hair. He is also proud of her hair. She is proud of his watch. She has sold her hair to purchase a fob chain. He has sold his golden watch to purchase ovary combs, to buy the set of combs which she had so admired in a store. She had liked, once they might have gone to a store and she might have liked the combs. On the eve of Christmas, they do exchange gifts to discover that the gifts are of no use to either of them. What happened? She sold her hair for $20. She purchased a fob chain for his golden watch. And she wants to give the present to her husband, gift to her husband, gift for her husband. Here, Jim has sold his gold watch to purchase combs. Both of them want to exchange the gifts. One wants to see one very happy. But these gifts were of no use because he has sold his gold watch and she has sold her hair. She had sold her only possession of hair, whatever she has sold it. Her long hair to buy him a fob chain for his gold watch, and he had sold his watch to buy her to set of combs for her hair. Now he has sold a watch to buy combs which she no longer had. Now what is the uses of the combs when she doesn't have hair? And what is the use of the fob chain which she has purchased when he has no gold watch, he has sold it? O. Henry concludes the story on a positive note. He ends the story on a positive note, not on negative one. Della is hopeful that her hair would grow back. Della is confident that her hair will grow back again. Very speedily it grows. But we are not quite sure whether they would ever be able to buy back the watch which Jim so treasured. Hair may grow. Della's hair may grow again, but what about the watch? Whether he can restore the watch again? O. Henry tells us that it didn't matter at all. What matter is their love? What is there? That is a love for each other, which was capable of great sacrifice. They have done a great sacrifice for each other. He compares them to the Magi and says of all those who give and receive gifts, they are the greatest. All those who give the gifts, the Magi, these three people went under the light of the sun when Jesus Christ was born to give him gifts with frankincense and myrrh, incense sticks, presents they had carried for Jesus Christ. Walking, they went whole night, and that gift was precious. But more than that, these two, what they have done for each other is more precious than the gift of Magi. Well, I think you might have understood the lesson here, the gift of Magi. Now I tell you all to read the lesson twice. Whatever the summary I have told you, please take it down. Write the glossary and the meanings three times, each word 3 times, and then write the question answers pertaining to this lesson. Thank you. Thank you very much.